Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Baltic Ultimate Club Championships indoors. The last game of the day, pre-quarterfinals. The last spot in the quarterfinals is going to be negotiated in this particular game. Valmiera taking on the Ukrainians NXT in what's going to be, I think, a very hot and very contested match. Oh, I see Andrejs Jēgers on the field. He was absent for the first 3 games of Valmiera, and now looks like he's back and gonna be making defensive play left, right, and center. I am sure of that. But NXT so far unfazed and not having any problems over here, moving the disc around and getting very close to the end zone. Derkac was the disc, swing, another swing. Andreychuk to Vilchinsky, another swing. No stall. Knish. Vilchinsky with the disc, no stall count. Looks like Valmiera is playing a little bit of a poachy, zony look, trying to take away everything that is available over there. But yeah, NXT moving the disc quite comfortably so far. Recognizing the open players. Oh, that's getting a little bit more tricky. And now maybe a trap on the sideline. No, still has a reset over there. Nice pivoting action. Vilchinsky. Looks like a bit of a foul. Bit of a collision in the field. And oh, that's a long first point. 2 minutes almost. Kozdrin, swing to Derkac. Derkac into the end zone and marks it in for the first point, and a clean offensive hold by NXT. 1-0. A timeout. Early timeout by NXT. All right. Yeah. Good. I'll tell you a little bit more about these teams then and their trip to this particular spot. So NXT played 3 games so far. Got a win against Tartu Turbulence, who you've seen in the previous game. Lost 9-7 to Ventspils, who I think are going pretty high up in the rankings. And lost 10-7 to Shooting Stars, the only Lithuanian team, of course, present here. So found themselves, I think, 3rd in their group, and taking on the Valmiera team, who I think lost all of their games. Yeah, and that means that they are, of course, last in their pool. So the first teams in each pool are going straight to semifinals. The winners of the pre-quarters obviously goes to quarterfinals, where they're going to meet the second team of every pool, and that works for both women's division and open division. It's a little bit complicated, but actually makes quite a lot of sense after you figure it out. And yeah, that maybe means that the better you play, the less you play in the tournament, but that maybe also shows and gives a little bit more game opportunities to the teams who maybe not doing very well. But that also means that they still have a fighting chance to get into the top spot, even if they are losing all of their games in the group stage. Of course, group stage is still important. Makes your trip a little bit shorter, makes your legs a little bit less tired. But of course, everybody still have a fighting chance. Valmiera responding with a clean offensive hold of their own, and that is 1-1 Gins Mucenieks to Karlis Kriegers for that equalizing 1-1 score. Not an easy grab, of course. You've seen that on the replay, very low grab. And Andrejs Jēgers ready to pull. NXT receiving. high still count, probably 4 or 5, but finally finds a release valve, working in their own end zone, but now far sideline. Yep, another pass up the line, faking that hammer, and yep, the cool hair of number 66, Alexander Knish. Oh no, my apologies, that was not him, that was Max Platitsyn. We've seen him around. I think he was playing in... didn't he play in Hello Stockholm? Yeah. I think some of our Latvian ladies were commentating on some of the games and said that he is always easy to spot by his very, very cute haircut. Favorite haircut of many players there. And looks like it's going to be called on the sideline, so basically on the doorstep, not far from the zone where the disc went out, as it was never called as a brick. Razminovic finds Muris in the middle of the field. Ooh, and that disc is swept away by Hordon after a couple of tries, of course, by Valmiera to grab that, but a little bit too much traffic in the middle of the field, and Hordon knocks that disc away. That gives first break opportunity for NXT. Bit of a recatch, almost losing his balance, but keeps it and keeps the disc. Andrichuk with the disc, goes back to Derkac to Platitsyn. Looks like there's gonna be a bit of a call, but not affected. Okay. Indirect foul looks like, so did not affect the play. Platitsyn still having the disc. Razminovic ready to check that in. Checked in. Reset to Andrichuk. Gets Hordon on the side to Stoiko. Stoiko to Platitsyn. Platitsyn, no, goes back to Stoiko. Into the end zone for elevating number 4 Orest Andrichuk for NXT, and that is the first break. The only turnover of this game, and results in a break. So both teams are playing quite clean, games. So not many turnovers so far, and if there is a turnover, very possibly it's going to be a score. Of course, Valmiera are known for their indoor style of play. Usually bringing quite a long bench. I think they've got 10 players over there, while NXT only have 7 or 8, if I'm not mistaken. Jägers, one of the talismans of this team. Ooh, elevating for that disc. Great grab there, and looks like it's going to be a strip. Some players are discussing over there. Looks like some players are offering their perspective as well. Looks like a bit of a confusion with hand signals over there, and finally Arseni Zatorins accepting that probably he did not have the full control of the disc, so retracting the strip call. Ooh, Jägers going on a bit of a slide on the floor. There, meanwhile, NXT scoring another break. Now 4-1. Of course, Kozdrin Oleg to Roman Derkach for a 4-1 score. So 2 breaks in a row. Good spirit in the previous point, of course, by Valmiera. I mean, I was slightly blocked by the other player and our camera was too, but to me it looked like the rotation actually have stopped and the contact had come way after the catch was made. But again, the players decided on the field and that's absolutely fine. Pick, but that was not really called. Looks like everybody's continuing playing, so nothing. No effect on anything, and Andrichuk stepping in front of Mucinieks and denying him that disc, getting another defensive stats. Unfortunately, we're not keeping stats for defenses in this particular edition of the tournament, as we are trying out a new system, trying to automate as much as we can. Unfortunately, we cannot automate defenses just yet. NXT moving the disc around really well, but Valmiera looks like not really giving any options to them right now. They are rotating through some of the cutters and some of the receivers and handlers around the end zone, but yeah, Valmiera not letting anything through until they do leave the middle wide open, and Platitsyn finding himself with a disc in the end zone, which is a good indication of a point. And a really, really nice find over there by number 3, Roman Derkach, and another break after nice defensive pressure and a step in front by Orest Andrichuk. NXT pulling ahead in this particular game, so 5-1. Jägers, nice grab, moving around together with Atorins. And Muris now with the disc on the far sideline, and to Jäger. Oh, that was definitely to Jägers, but he was not ready to get this particular disc. I hope that disc did not knock off our internet and we're still live. And I hope you all can hear us so far. We are very worried as that happened in one of the women's games. And yeah, looks like we're all good. So yes, let's see if NXT will be able to get another defensive break to themselves. Number 66, Alexander Knish. Interesting interesting name on his shirt. Looks like Misfortune. Did I misread that? Interesting. NXT. Ooh, nice swing to the misfortunate, I assume. Knish. Swing to Platitsyn. And a nice give and go that was requested by some of the captains on the side. By Andrichuk, was giving some suggestions. Ooh, nice fake over there. Vilchinski to Platitsyn. Platitsyn back to Vilchinski. And back to Platitsyn. A bit of a give and go, but not given. Stoiko now with the disc. Bit of a give and go, and that is into the end zone for number 8, Artur Vilchinski. 7-1. It did not look... 6-1. It did not look that far away, and it definitely looks a lot closer than the scoreboard shows. Lots of intensity on every point, but looks like NXT is just punishing every turnover. I think if we would have statistics for that, it looks like there are only clean breaks by NXT, apart from, of course, clean holds, and every turnover by Valmiera are being punished quite painfully, of course, for them. Tsarovs with the disc, find Mucenieks on the far sideline. Low disc for Kriegers. And Kriegers into the end zone for Razminovic, who jumps almost at the last moment, but still gets this point for himself. Robert Razminovic, one of the also talismans, I guess, of this team, one of the most experienced player, I guess, on their squad. Plays quite a lot of disc golf as well. Looks like we're having some issues with the replay. Yeah, our producer is nodding and not being very happy over there. But it's been a long day, even though we didn't stream every game. It's still been a long day for many of us. Either stat keeping or score keeping or time keeping, running around, figuring out all the scheduling issues that we have, which we actually didn't have that many. Everything has been running quite smoothly on the organizational side of things. It's just always busy, of course, on the tournaments. NXT. Moving the disc. Oh, how was that a drop? Kozdrin probably does not really believe that either, and quite surprised himself maybe. And that's, I think, a first turnover on the NXT side. Opportunity for Valmiera to get a break back. Schilde swing. Oh no, that would, yes, it is. It would be a break back. Muris to Atorins. Atorins finds, no, that's not Tsarovs. His shirt says Tsarovs, but that's Oleg Gusevs. Jägers, Muris to Atorins. To Muris. Muris looking for options. Back to Gusevs. There is a poach, but finally recognized. Muris. Far sideline to Gusevs. To Schilde. Schilde, hammer into the end zone for Andres Jägers, and Andres Jägers once again in the end zone, getting himself another point. Nice hammer. Yeah, pinpoint, and the defender there, Oleg Kozdrin, was not able to do anything, unfortunately. Yeah, he was the author of that drop, and was not able to catch up with Jägers in the end zone. Andrichuk fielding that high pull. Quick swing to Vilchinsky. Vilchinsky to Platitsyn. Apologizing for that hammer. And that's the second turnover in the second point. Another opportunity for Valmiera for a break. Fakes off, and one throw, one break. Jägers to Kriegers? No, to Mucenieks, apologies. Nice grab, good point, and another break for Valmiera, second in a row for them, getting ever closer. Of course, 6-4, 6 minutes on the clock. So far, quite a low-scoring game, but we might get to 11 as well, and who knows, maybe we're gonna get a universe point. That would be very nice, of course, to finish the day with a universe point on the field. Andrichuk with the disc, hammer into the end zone, and Andres Jägers is doing what Andres Jägers should be doing over there. He loves a bit of a defense. He's a great defensive always has a great defensive presence on the squad, on the Valmiera squad. And Razminovic always calm with the disc, so yeah, very good D-line handler. I mean, O-line handler as well. Just a great handler all the way. Razminovic to Kriegers. Kriegers low disc for Jägers. And into the end zone for Razminovic. A nice leading pass by Jägers. Not the easiest one to grab, but that is break. 3 breaks in a row. Great response, and yeah, well done for Valmiera. 6-5 now, only 1 point away from equalizing that. And another break would give them the lead. Not an easy task, but looks like, yeah, Valmiera are ready for that. Now doing the same thing that NXT was actually doing to them earlier. And NXT were punishing. NXT was punishing every turnover by Valmiera, and now Valmiera punishing every turnover by NXT. A bit of a hurry up from our staff, with which I agree. NXT, ooh, lots of pressure this time from the defense of Valmiera. Ooh, Jägers almost elevating and swiping away the disc and then kicking it. A bit of a football. But works out still. Interfered with the catcher over there, so the receiver could not really see that disc. But that turns a bit of a turnover fest, so 2 turnovers on the first pass. And NXT, halfway point, far side. Ooh. Great pressure again from Jägers. Jägers finally switched on after not playing the 3 games. He is ready to get and generate some defenses there. Vilchinski with the disc to number 13, Kozdrun. 3, Derkac to Kozdrun. Platitsen, Kozdrun. And Vilchinski into the end zone. Oh, looks like a foul is going to be called and accepted quickly by Jägers. Good spirit. Oh, looks like a strip. So it is accepted. So strip accepted. Great spirit by Valmiera, and that's another score. Yeah, unfortunately no replay on that. I think it was a little bit out of shot as well for our camera, but you can always rewind back and then get back to the live action, of course, on the interstreams. That's why always nice to have a stream, and always nice to have streamed games. Hello from Ukraine. Hello to you too, Vlad Stefan. Always nice to see some support for international ultimate community. And nice to see your cheers. 1, 2, 3 NXT. Yep, precisely. Ooh. Good backup over there by Krieger, Samschilde, and Platitsen almost jumping on the back of Jakovels, and 6-7. So yeah, looks like a bit of a trading going on right now. 1 minute on the clock. NXT have a bit of an advantage over their opponents, but Valmiera will not go down easily. And we see Jägers is playing basically every point and trying to generate anything on the defense as he can. And of course he's not only danger on the defense but also on the offense. Very high, and looks like that touched the ceiling, and it's gonna be called as a brick. Just a little bit too high. Vilchinski. Gonna start us off with the disc. Most probably we're gonna be playing a game to 9, maybe to 8. We will see. Depends on who's gonna score the next point. Hordon goes back, swing. Andrichuk with the disc, emphatic swings, but goes back all the way to Vilchinski, now in their own brick mark, being pushed back even further. Vilchinski, Kozdron finally goes back the other way. Vilchinski and Andrichuk. Andrichuk with a hammer into the end zone and ground strip. That's going to be a turnover. Maybe also an injury call. Turnover, injury? No injury. All right. Play on. Unfortunate ground strip. Looks like he maybe hurt his elbow. Or maybe a shoulder. Did not land very comfortably over there. None other than Jägers is picking up the disc. Gusevs to Muris, to Jägers, and Jägers, long shot? No. To Kriegers, back to Jägers. Have Gusev available. 2 handlers now coming down for that. Muciniaks on the far side. Ooh! Muris haven't recognized that the disc was coming towards him, and also haven't recognized Derkac, who was also coming for that particular disc. Knocking that away. That is a turnover. Another opportunity for NXT. Ooh, that looks very foully. That was not very nice by Jägers on Vilchinski. There's most probably going to be... There is an injury call. Is there going to be a foul call? There is a foul. There is a foul called, and can't really see what's the decision from Andres Jägers. Players are discussing that on the field. I'm not sure if our microphone is picking that up. Sounds like it's contested. Looks like the players are deciding that as that discussion is going a little bit too long. Sorry, me and some other people are exchanging our opinions about that. To me, personally, it looked like Jägers was not able to make this particular block without initiating a contact, in my opinion. But of course, players have their own opinion, and NXT retaining the possession and getting that disc into the end zone, and it's going to be a game to 10. Or 9? Apologies, yeah. Game to 9. Yeah, game to 9. My apologies. Universe point line for every point, I think, for Valmiera, but no Andres Jägers. I think he did hurt himself in that previous layout. And both of them, him and Vilchinski, are holding onto their legs. That was not a very nice landing for them. Oof. Number 87 there, Stojko, almost getting a hand on the disc from Valmiera on that pass. Berzins to Razminovic. Berzinc, apologies. And this time Plotitsin is the author of the defense, and Valmiera unfortunately Yeah, another turnover there. And NXT gonna pick up the disc, hoping that it is their last possession. Over there, Andrichuk goes back to Knish. Andrichuk back with the disc after a couple passes. Platitsyn, tries to extend that back foot to try to mark it in, but not quite. Goes back to Stoiko. Stoiko into the end zone, but overthrows Andrichuk, who is a little bit unhappy about that. But now they would need to work once again and try to generate that pressure. Razminovic picking up the disc. One shot point. No, finds Kriegers. Oof. Yeah, once again, lots of pressure from Derkac. Razminovic back with the disc. Gets it to Schilde. Schilde, swing. Razminovic. Back to Schilde. Schilde to Berzinc into the end zone. And that's another point. So 7-8. Game to 9. Valmiera. Another break and a universe point. Wouldn't that be nice? Universe. Jägers with the pull. And that's a quick point there. Roman Derkac into the end zone for, was it Max plus Platitsyn? Possibly. No, it was Hordon Oleg. So congratulations to NXT. They are keeping their dream alive, progressing to the quarterfinals, where they will meet the second place, I think, from the opposing pool. So that's going to be tomorrow. For today, we are done with our streams. We are done with the pre-quarterfinals. We are done with the group stage. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning, 9 a.m. Tartu Ultimate women's team gonna take on Hyperflick women. So that's gonna be the last, I think, last few points. Oh no, isn't that the quarters? I think it is. After that, followed by Salaspils and DTS. And followed by plenty of exciting games all the way until 6 p.m. local time. So if you have a free day tomorrow, please tune in, share your opinions in the streams, and have a very nice evening and enjoy your weekend. Thank you for staying with us. Be good. Goodbye.